Hey guys, okay, so today I am doing another advice video, and this video was very highly requested by you guys. After I did my what I wish I knew before my prom video, which you guys, I got an overwhelming, very positive response to that video. A lot of you guys asked me if I would do a video about what I wish I knew in high school. I am currently, now that it's summer, I'm going into my senior year in college, so about 3 years out of high school, and there are a lot of things that I wish that I knew when I was in high school, so I want to be able to share that with you guys because I know a ton of my viewers are in high school. So first thing that I do want to start off with is embrace your time in high school. I was never one of those people that hated high school. I did not hate high school by any means. I do like college a whole lot better than I liked high school, but I mean, I know a lot of people that really hate high school because people can be really mean and, just bad things can happen in high school, and I totally understand that, but embrace your time there because eventually you might miss it. I didn't really think that I was going to miss high school, and not because I didn't like high school, but I just always had heard that college was so much better. But you do miss certain aspects of high school. One thing, the pretty much main thing that I miss about high school is seeing my friends every single day. Obviously, I have friends in college who I see every day, but my friends from home, my friends from high school, my friends that I have known my whole life, I used to see them every single day at school, and I kind of took that for granted. And when you go to college, you're going to realize that. Or if you don't go to college and just when you graduate high school, you're going to realize that. And they're like those kids that you weren't best friends with, that you probably won't hang out with on breaks, but you were friends with them in school. And those are the kids that I miss, those kids who you went to high school with and you talked to them in class and stuff, and they weren't your best friend. A lot of those people you'll never see again. But staying on the same track as, embracing that time because it will come to an end, the good part about it is that those kids that you absolutely hate, if there's someone that's bullying you, someone that's bothering you, people that are mean to you, you will have no reason to ever see them again after you're out of high school. So remember that. High school in New Jersey, I think it's pretty much a national thing. I could be wrong, but mostly it's 4 years. Those are 4 years you are gonna have to endure with those people, but once it's over, you're never gonna see them again. It's only 4 years of your life. It will get better. You'll never have to see that person again. They will never bother you again. After graduation, you will have no reason to ever see them again. So they are so irrelevant. There was people in my high school who I didn't like, and people who were catty, and people who were mean, and I have never seen them since graduation, and we live in the same town, and I'm still friends with a whole bunch of people from my high school, but the people that I don't want to be friends with, I'm not, and I've literally never seen them. So just know that they will go away, and it's not like they're going to stay with you forever. They're not going to make fun of you forever or bully you or anything. They will go away, and they will be so irrelevant to your life. So just keep that in mind. The bright future is coming, and it'll be over as soon as you know it. And that is honestly something that is really true. High school goes by in the snap of a finger. I mean, I still remember when I was a freshman in high school, and now I'm going into my senior year of college, which is literally crazy. I remember my first day of high school like it was yesterday. I really feel like I'm not that old. High school flew by. All of a sudden, I was a senior in high school, and I was graduating, and I was like, oh my God. So it really does fly by. Another suggestion that is really important, and I actually did know this in high school, and it completely changed my high school experience, but I kind of didn't figure it out till halfway through high school. So where I went to high school, it's a regional high school, so a few different towns get together to go to one high school. But where I went to middle school and elementary school, it was only in my town. So I went through middle school and elementary school with all the same kids, all those grades. So I had my core group of friends. But then when we went to high school, you had a couple other schools that all went to the same school. And for the first 2 years, I would say, of high school, or really year and a half of high school, I just stuck with my friends from my town that I knew, that had always been my friends. But then after that, I kind of started to branch out to kids from the other town that we went to high school with, and become friends and meet new people and meet new friends. And it was just not that I didn't like my old friends from my town, and originally my friends, I still did, and I'm still friends with them, but I met more friends, and it was just refreshing to meet new people. So, and even if you don't go to a regional high school where you just go with the same kids, there's always going to be kids that you're not friends with, that you haven't talked to. So just meet new people because there's really no harm in doing that. And for me, that really helped my high school experience. When I made new friends, and I just had a big group of friends and new people, and it was just a lot of fun. Another really important thing about high school is to get involved. Join a team, join a club, join anything, just get involved somehow. I was really, really involved in my high school. I was a cheerleader for football, basketball, and wrestling, and I was in like a bunch of different clubs. And you meet new people through those things, because I had like my friends, like I told you, but then I also had a bunch of friends from my cheerleading team. Like my whole cheerleading team was like a family, and we were all friends with each other. And same things with the clubs that I was in and stuff like that. So definitely join something and get involved. I think it makes high school a whole lot more fun. It gives you something to do rather than just go to school and go home every day. It's something else to do, and you're gonna meet new friends that have similar interests to you. So I would absolutely suggest getting involved. And like I said, you don't have to do like a sport. Like if you're not sporty, that's totally fine. Like join a club of something that interests you. Join the Spanish club or the Key club, or any type of club that your high school has, and it'll honestly really, really help you. And another really great thing too is if you have like an intramural type sport at your school. They weren't called intramurals in my high school, but a lot of the sports, they literally took anyone because they didn't have like a big team. So anyone could be on it, and they taught you how to play the sport. So everyone was a beginner. Like I know at my high school, I think they did that with fencing and field hockey. So a ton of girls joined the field hockey team. A lot of my friends were actually on it. And so they were all new with it. Like no one knew how to play field hockey. And so they taught all of them, and they were like a team, and they made so many friends from that and stuff. So definitely look for something like that, just any way to get involved. The next point is something that I seriously wish that I knew when I was in high school, honestly, and I feel like other people had told me this, but I just didn't believe them, but this is 150,000% true. If you get anything from this video, I hope that you believe me on this. Honestly, guys, being popular in high school gets you absolutely nowhere when you graduate. It means absolutely nothing. I'm not saying that everyone that's popular in high school doesn't end up being successful in life or anything like that, definitely not. But it doesn't mean anything once you graduate. Like when you go to college, or if you just graduate and go to a job or anything, no one knows that you were the popular kid in high school, and no one cares. It doesn't mean anything. And there is no such thing as popular kids in college. At least at my college, I go to a really big school. There is no such thing as popular kids. There are kids that I have no idea. The majority of the kids that go to my school, I have no idea who they are. I see new people every single day, and I'm going into my senior year. There is no such thing like that after college, and there's no such thing as popular adults or the popular people at work. It's not like that in real life. It really stops after high school. So literally it means nothing. If you're not popular and you it doesn't matter. It's gonna be fine. Literally, trust me, you are gonna be completely fine if you are not the popular kid in high school. It does not matter. If you are the weirdest kid in your school, you're gonna be totally fine, literally, because none of that matters after you graduate high school. It's just so irrelevant. So if you get anything from this video, get that being popular, it means nothing. So literally, don't just strive to be popular, because it literally is useless and a waste of your time. Another thing about high school, I feel like a lot of people go through a phase during high school where they hate their parents and they want to rebel against their parents, because it's that time when you're at that age where there's stuff that you want to do that technically you're not allowed to do, drinking or going out past midnight and stuff like that, which I'm sure your parents wouldn't want you to do when you're in high school. So a lot of times people fight a lot with their parents during high school. I know I fought with my parents a decent amount during high school, but I never had a big issue with my parents, but I know a lot of my friends did serious issues, literally almost moved out, crazy stuff in high school. And literally the number one thing that I can tell you is embrace your parents when you were in high school, because that is the biggest thing that shocked me when I went to college, was the transition away from my parents, because I lived at school, I didn't live at home, and I was very reliant on my parents in high school. And when I went to college, they weren't there anymore, and it was just me, and it's a huge transition. So embrace your parents while you have them, because honestly, they will do everything for you, and that's not gonna last forever. Once you graduate high school, that's pretty much over. So embrace that. Have a good relationship with your parents. When I'm at school, still now, and I'm going into my 4th year, I miss my parents so much, and I see them because I don't go to school all that far from where I live. So I see my parents, and I miss them so much when I'm at school. So literally just embrace that time that you have your parents there and you're still living in your parents' house, and don't be oh my god, I can't wait to get out of here. No, that's one thing that when you go to college, you will miss your parents 100%, and you will miss everything that they do for you. And so just embrace them during that time and try not to fight with them as much as possible. Another thing that is really, really important in high school is to study hard. I know in high school there can be 5,000 other things that conflict your life. Everyone has extracurricular activities. If you work and go to high school, there are always so many other things. But at the end of the day, being a student is your job, and getting good grades in high school is key to getting into a good college, which then ends up being key to, you know, getting a good job and ultimately doing what you want to do in your life. So I took my grades, I've always taken my grades extremely serious, and I did miss out on stuff in high school because I was studying for stuff and took my grades really seriously. I know a bunch of people think, you know, your grades really don't matter in high school, no one's ever gonna care. Like, no, your future employer, like when I graduate college, my future employer is not gonna care what I got in chemistry in high school. They're not ever gonna ask that, and they're not ever gonna know that, and it's not gonna matter. What they are gonna care about is where I went to college, and I got into where I went to college because I worked my butt off in high school. I go to a really good school, and I'm really proud of that. And that is because I did work my butt off when I was in high school. So literally, I know you might think that your grades don't matter and texting your best friend or going on Tumblr is like more important than studying, but really your grades do matter, and they will affect you in the end, because when you get your acceptance letter to that college, or just the satisfaction of getting good grades is literally amazing. So your grades really do matter. Study hard, 100%. And that actually brings me into my last point. Honestly, so much of the stuff that you learn in high school is so irrelevant to like the real world and real life, and like stuff that you're actually going to use in high school. I think a lot of the stuff that they teach you, like as far as like chemistry and like crazy math stuff, unless you want to do something in science or math or something like that, but if you don't plan on doing that, you're never going to need to know the Pythagorean theorem or like the chemistry table of elements. Like, I have never used that since I stopped those classes in high school. Like, I've never used that, and I honestly probably never will. I've never used geometry. I've never used like anything like that, like nothing, or like any type of algebra and like stuff like that. Like, no, like I've literally never used that in college at all. So a lot of the stuff they teach you in high school is to see if your brain is capable of learning stuff that's like not easy. I think that is why you know, you learn those like crazy things in high school. It's really to see like if your brain is capable of learning new things like that. But honestly, don't stress out about it if you don't know every single element in the chemistry elements table. I don't even remember what it's called, but like literally that's gonna be really irrelevant to your life unless you want to be like a chemist or something. So if there's like a class that you really hate, which for me, you guys can probably tell, was science and math, if you don't like that, you just gotta get through it in high school, and then it's over. You never have to deal with it again. Literally never. And don't beat yourself up about it if you don't know like cosine and stuff, because I don't know it either. Like, I mean, I did know it in high school, but I don't know it now, and I don't have a need to know it. So literally don't worry about that. So yeah, that's like really my main advice as to stuff that I wish I knew in high school, and advice that I can give you guys looking back on high school now that I'm in college. But at the end of the day, high school really is an important experience in your life, and try and embrace it the best you can, because there absolutely will be aspects of it that you will miss, regardless of now if you think like you'll never miss anything about high school. There will be, even if it's the smallest little thing, there will be something that you will miss. So do embrace your time in high school now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please thumbs up this video if you want me to do more advice videos, and leave me in the comments topics for advice videos that you would like me to do. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.